Lee. So today on our little mindset talk, I'm going to talk about integrity. So before I get into that, I'm asking with all my heart, please subscribe, share, like, hit the little bell to notify when I release my new videos. I'm going to continue to release them. I think today I'm going to make a full microneedle session. Whew, so I'm kind of mentally preparing myself for that. So anyways, down to it. Integrity. First, let me tell you a little story about why I know forever and a day this girl is going to have more integrity than she probably knows what to do with. So when I was a little girl, my brother's 2 years older than I am. He was literally my tormentor, my arch nemesis, the reason I had nightmares as a child. Thankfully, we're all grown up and we get along famously now. However, when I was a little girl, obviously the youngest of three at that time, your older brother kind of leads the way. You see his example and you follow it. I also had an older sister, but she was 6 years older. She wasn't involved in this particular story. So my brother had done something. He was probably like 7, I was maybe 5, or he would have been 9, I could have been 7. Not really sure, but the point of the story is he had done something, and my dad found out about whatever it was that he had done. And my dad gave him the opportunity to come clean, confess, did you do such and such, boy? And my brother mistakenly lied. And my dad knew the truth. So what I remember, again, this is a small child's memory, and they say only 50% of what we remember is even remotely accurate. But what I remember is my dad literally pulled back and smacked my brother so hard in the face, like I said, from what I remember, and literally threw him across the room. I mean, like in a movie, it's how I remember it. I'm sure it wasn't that dramatic, but how I remember it was like in the movie when you see that Superman punch and they go flying across the city. Yeah, in my mind, that's how it was. So what little Laura Lee noted from that experience was, don't freaking lie. Say what you mean and mean what you say. And I can promise you, I never lied to my dad after that. Now, I did learn as a teenager the beautiful art of omission. However, that has since come to bite you back in the butt. So you learn not to do that as well. Never received any physical punishment for, omitting. However, it's all along the same line. You really want to be the person that you say you're going to be. If you say you're going to be somewhere at 5 o'clock, be there at 5 o'clock. If not, you're actually stealing, which is in my mind the same thing as lying. They're on the same vein. You're actually stealing someone else's time. Do you want someone to steal something from you? So it's multiple layers, learning to respect yourself and hold yourself accountable. If you say you're going to do something, my God, do it. Just do it. The initial friction of the momentum of getting that thing done may be unpleasant, but you're going to release dopamine, the feel-good neurochemicals, when you do something that you said you were going to do. It's a proven fact. It's our self-motivating system. So my advice and my application of this is, I do hold myself accountable. I've gotten really good at putting my goals down, right? And not just the goals, but the end result. Okay, I'm getting up at 5 a.m. to meditate. And what is the result of that? So the 5 a.m. to do is to be disciplined, to get in a routine, because routines build habits and habits build amazing lives. Or vice versa, lack of good habits build not amazing lives. So anyway, I meditate 5 a.m. What is the result of that? It starts me off on a clear, clean mental palette for the day. I'm not carrying over yesterday's junk. I'm not overthinking the things to come for the day. I'm actually taking that time, calming the mind, calming the body, and taking control right out the gate. 5:30, walk the dogs, 6 o'clock, whatever, go to the gym. My list is going to be different than everybody else's, but the point is, writing that list down actually has some mental significance. It holds you accountable. And your brain also remembers, because now when you just think, I got to do such and such, there's very little tangibility to it. When you write it down, you're actually invoking physical movement. You're requiring to pay attention to what you're writing, and your mind keeps track of it when you put what time that was going to happen and what that result is going to be. So, a bit of a ramble, which I'm sure you're used to by now. But don't be my brother. Don't lie to others. Don't lie to yourself. Be accountable. Say what you mean and mean what you say. If you've got a bad habit of just yesing people to death because you don't want to hurt their feelings, guess what? You're hurting their feelings by not following through. That's more of a gut punch than you telling me, no, I just can't do it. When you say, oh, I'll be there, and then I get my hopes up and the expectation is there, that's a whole energy in and of itself. And then there's a no-show, a no-call, or some lame excuse that was pulled out of the hat. That hurts so much more than being told no right out the gate. So consider that when you're dealing with your friends, family, co-workers, obligations you may have. You have to know it's okay for you to say no. You're actually doing them a favor. You're being honest with them, which means you're being honest with yourself. That creates a bond of trust. Now, you don't have to go into deep explanation about why you're doing X, Y, and Z. That's your business. But just take the time, realize, ask yourself, do I have integrity? And look at your life and look at the things and the markers that you promised yourself. Oh, I'm gonna stop eating sugar, or I'm gonna start working out, or I'm gonna call my parents every week, or. Put that stuff down on paper. Make yourself accountable. Look at the result of what you've said you're gonna set out to do, and that will be your motivator as well. And because when you write the result, that conjures and creates the feeling of what the end result will be, it's actually going to make it easier for you to complete your to-do list. So anyways, I digress as usual. It's kind of my MO. But I love you guys. In case you don't know, on Fridays, I think I've gotten into this habit that is just makes me feel so good to be able to tell everybody I love you. So tune into my Facebook on Friday. It's Gio Laura Auriemma on Facebook. And I have an Instagram. It's Laura Lee, LOA. And gonna be doing, like I said, another face video on age management. We're doing it together. All right, everybody. So please subscribe, share me, like me, give me some comments. I am easy and accessible to reach out to if you have any questions, or you want to tell me you think this needs some work, or you like that. I'm open, and that's pretty much it. So, love you guys. Love you. This is Laura Lee. Bye.